Hey, what's going on, Mogul Chicks? It's Adrienne Graham. I was going to do a podcast episode. But I decided, let me jump on a live really quick. I probably will end up making a podcast because I can go into a better stream of consciousness when I do those things. But anyway, I'm not on here to sell you anything. I know a lot of people are like, oh, you need to sell. No, I don't. I'm on here to open your mind and challenge your very core existence as a business owner and as a leader. So a lot of you know that I do the CEO advisory program. Not everybody's ready for that. That's a huge commitment and it's something different, but it's what I call a shift experience. And it's because it's a given fact that you could be an entrepreneur and have a business, but it doesn't necessarily make you a CEO. You have to evolve into that role. And let me just be blunt and honest here. A lot of people on my timeline are not ready to be a CEO. You're excellent business owners, but you're not ready to be a CEO, and I'll tell you why. The CEO is a lonely and frustrating road, okay? It is one that we get on and we take our, cues about what it means to be a CEO from corporate. And yeah, you have CEOs, but CEOs is like an evolving door with some companies. They come and go. Then you have people who are there for like forever, like Jamie Dimon from JP Morgan Chase. And no two CEO roles are the same. But when you're talking about small business and you're talking about smaller companies, you have to look at it from a different dynamic. One, you are the person who has put in your blood, sweat, and tears to build this company. You have leveraged your expertise and knowledge to service and fulfill the requests of your clients. You might have even hired a couple of people, juggled a few people in your team to make systems work and the processes more fluid. But it does not mean that you are a true CEO. CEOs have to make different types of decisions. I live not too far from the airport, so excuse the airlines or airplanes overhead. According to Investopedia, the definition of a CEO is the chief executive officer who is the highest ranking person within a company. While every company differs, CEOs are often responsible for expanding the company, driving profitability, and in the case of public companies, improving share prices. CEOs manage the overall operations of a company. Now, here's the thing about that. Yes, we know Jamie Dimon, Steve Jobs, rest in peace, Elon Musk, and all these other people. We look at the word CEO, we think about those kind of people, but those are not the type of CEOs that I want to talk to. I want to talk to the lady CEOs who are up in here who are ready, who have built a business, have grown the business, ready to expand and leverage talent and all that good stuff. You can't just slap the title CEO on your next to your name and call it a day. That's not what it is. You have to evolve into it. You have to be ready to transition from a business owner to CEO because the decision making is different. With a CEO, they usually have people underneath them in the tier that can take responsibility for making day-to-day decisions. CEOs need to have the broad overview, the broad vision of what it takes to fulfill and meet the goals to grow the company to where they want to see it go. They have to be ready to hire and delegate in a high functioning team. They have to be able to be ready to start planning their next chapter or their exit. So like I said, with corporations, you have people that come and go. It's a revolving door. You have people that, come into the role of CEO. They don't stay for 18 months, maybe 24 months, maybe if you're lucky, 36 months. But the companies and their shareholders are always looking for the next CEO to take over, to take the company to the next level. As a CEO of a small company, we often find ourselves locked into that role. I know I have been guilty of telling interview candidates that, I'm it. You can't get no higher than this. Nobody's getting in the CEO role because this is my role. This is my company. Well, that was the wrong way to think about it. Now, I've evolved since then. And my thought has been, listen, I can be the CEO, but then I can also groom someone to come up the ranks and become the CEO and take over for me when I move on to my next thing. Now, next thing doesn't mean that you're throwing in the towel, you're getting rid of the company, you're selling or anything like that. What it means is that you are going to have such faith in your team to run the company independently of you while you still have maybe chair or you have some kind of oversight of the company, but you're on to do the next thing, whether it's speaking, teaching at a college level, whether it's starting a new company altogether, or whether you decide you just want to take a year off and travel the world or whatever you want to do. But having someone groomed to come in there and take over as CEO, that gives you the opportunity to move on and do other things. Now, I know for some of you that's like, man, please, it's my business. I'm not giving up my business. It's not about giving up your business. It's about maximizing your time. It's about making sure you create the quality of life that you want to have as a business owner / CEO. And it's making sure that you have something that you can build for generational legacy that you can pass down throughout the company, throughout the family. Now, my companies, most of them, I have a very stringent plan that in place that has my succession plan in place, and it also allows for me to be able to pass those companies to my child and my nieces and nephews so it can continue to run without me. So I'm not giving anything up by being a CEO who's ready to be transitioned from a business owner to CEO and then out of the CEO role to maybe chair or, whatever it is. But we have to start thinking on those levels, guys. Sankeeta Selvaraj always talks about exit strategy, exit planning. And we even have a podcast. I'll drop the link in the notes below. But we have to be ready to step back because, see, let me just be real. For a lot of you, your businesses are vanity. They're vanity driven, meaning that it's me, I. Meaning your skill, your talent, your know-how, your knowledge is what drives the business. But that's the quickest way to burn yourself out. What is your long-term goal? What is your long-term vision for your company? Do you want to always be working a job? And by working a job, I mean the job that you created for yourself within the business. If your clients can't get by without speaking to you directly, or your clients can't get by without working with you directly, it's not going to work. I know this because I've been there. I've done that and got the t-shirt for that too. And it's not fun. It's not a fun place. Sam Walton, he's dead, but he didn't have to go in and ring the register up. He didn't have to go in there and do the sales and marketing and all that other stuff. Sarah Blakely, she doesn't have to go door to door and sell Spanx. They're in stores. She doesn't have to run the company. She's off roaming the world right now. She's doing philanthropic work because she set herself up as CEO. She moved into CEO, and then set herself up to transition. So let's not make this difficult. The first thing you need to do is figure out what's the long-term goal for my company. 2, what does my life look like in 5, 10, 15 years with and without the company? What could my life be if I evolved into a CEO who made better decisions for the company to leverage talent, expertise, money, credit, finances, all of that stuff? What will it look like if I could use that leverage to build up and eventually move myself out of the CEO role? Think about those things as you're kind of mulling over your future of your company. So that's all I really wanted to share today. I do have the CEO Shift Experience program. A lot of people are not ready for that, but you can, if you're interested, drop a note below. I will go ahead and send you the information. But like I said, I'm not here to sell. I want Mogul Chix to be able to be a brand that makes it easier for women to be true CEOs and build badass, profitable, scalable companies. That's what Mogul Chix, the brand, is about. So if you have any questions, let me know. Drop some comments below, or you can hit me up on email. I'm going to give you the default email because I don't want to get bombarded, but it's mogulchix with an X at gmail.com, or you can just send me a DM. Ask me what I have going on that I can help with you. Some people I can, some people I can't, and I'm going to be really honest with you if I can't help you. But it's more about business literacy. I want the more business literacy that you guys have, the better moves you can make and the better companies you can build. So with that said, that's my time. Talk to you guys later. Take care. Bye.